Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 23rd to the end of the month, to October 31st. This is for Aries and Aries rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional culture cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Aries, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Aries, I hope you're excited for an incredibly crazy awesome week. Okay, this is the week of the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. This is huge, especially for you, because there's been a lot happening for you, Aries, and there's this kind of like I'm fed up moment that's been going on with Aries, but a lot of like pressure that you've been under. You're ready for this eclipse. Okay, now this week is actually starting off with the sun moving into Scorpio. That's going to happen on the 23rd. This is all about power. This is all about intimacy. Even this is all about empowerment. This is all about even money, but transformation at the end of the day. Okay, now this is really big because Scorpio is the 8th house. This is you're just gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it, especially now. Okay, especially now this week. All right, especially because we did come out after that full moon in Aries that was in your sign at the end of September, and so we still feel that, right? The energies of that for a long time, up to a month. Okay, so there could have been this buildup of you really wanting something new, or really just over something, or really just feeling that you have to like power up and step up and just really, tap into that leadership that you're known for, that Aries energy that you're known for. So I really love that for you. And there are some new things that are brewing for you coming after that new moon solar eclipse that we had in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. It was in Libra. So there is a lot of new things on the horizon for you, but a lot of endings as well. All right. So we're actually, the series of eclipses that we're moving into are in your sign. So your life is completely changing for the next year and a half, and we're moving out of the Taurus Scorpio axis. Okay, that's been happening for the past year and a half. And this is the last eclipse in Taurus. Okay, so this is in your 2nd house, money, salary. And then the 8th house is other people's money. Okay. So a lot of money stuff happening with y'all. All right. Now, if you are literally like Dolly Parton watching this video, we're like, money, I got my own, what is it even called? Amusement park. Anyway, if money's not even a matter for you, which for a lot of y'all it is, and because it's tied to career, and a lot of y'all are looking for new careers, or looking to elevate or start your own business or get promoted or whatnot, it's self-worth, it's self-value, it's comfort. Okay. And what's really interesting is that it's definitely amping up to what's going on with this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus that is all about comfort. It's all about stability. There's this amazing grand Earth trine happening around this time. Venus in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn. So there's a lot that's happening. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot that's happening, especially Pluto in Capricorn, right? Pluto having gone direct in your 10th house of career and fame, public recognition, all of that. Right. And then on the 24th, the sun is trining Saturn. This is really amazing. So the sun in Scorpio with Saturn in Pisces, you are going to be deeply introspective, and you probably have been, but this is a great auspicious aspect where you may go really deep to really have that moment of like, what is my long-term plan? What are my long-term goals? What is going to bring me longevity in happiness? What do I want to commit to now? Now, on the 28th of September, on Saturday, October 28th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. 29th, it depends on where you live in this world, but here in Brooklyn, in the US and in North America, it's the 28th. And so this happens to be happening in Scorpio season, the opposite sign. This is really amazing. This is a great eclipse. I really love it. Jupiter is conjuncting this eclipse, the planet of good fortune. It's in Taurus. This is honestly that moment. It's like a breakthrough moment. It's a sigh of relief, but it's also release. It's culmination. Keep in mind, remember, at the core of it, it's a full moon. Full moons illuminate, okay? Now, I did a video on eclipses as well. What you can expect with eclipses. I'll put the link up somewhere around here or at the end of the video. But the eclipses reveal truths, okay? A lot of truths come to light as well, all right? So there could be something that happens around this time where you see a lot of truth, internal truth, you're honest with yourself about things. It really is setting up this course of all these changes for the next year and a half or even beyond, okay? But remember, the next set of eclipses are in, your sign. They're in your sign, you in Libra. Remember, the North Node moved into your sign in July. You are honestly two things here. You are going to make a lot more money, okay? Just wait until 2024, all right? If you haven't already, a lot of y'all did. A lot of Aries have gotten new jobs or, since, even as far back as March, may have gotten new jobs, maybe have gotten jobs that paid a lot more. Maybe you started a side hustle. Maybe, there was, if you're not here for career or money, think about wealth in all forms of the world. So finding that comfort in the wealth of things, like wealth in knowledge, wealth in your family, really, really trying to get out of these situations that, for the past year and a half, like there could have been things that have just been really like plaguing you. You could have been going through a lot of crisis of faith or, midlife crisis or teenage crisis, whatever crisis that, there could have been some big moments. You've had some big moments, Aries. But things, remember, Jupiter is in Taurus, and that is your second house of money, self-confidence, self-value, of salaries. So Jupiter's retrograde. It's going direct at the end of December, okay? And then the next eclipse that we have is in your sign, Aries. That's in April. When I say your life is changing, and you're going to see it all. You're going to pin it all back to around this time. Okay. So this is your big breakthrough moment. This is your time to release that part of you you no longer want to be. This is your Sandra D moment at the end of Grease. This is you saying, what did she say? Come at me, stud, or whatever the line is. But, this is you having a really big, you could have some big realizations too, about what job is this job serving me? Is this relationship serving me? Or do I want this now? Or what is my new strategy moving forward with the things that are going to bring me closer to the things that I want on my path to enlightenment? And so this is a big, big, big eclipse, especially because Mars, your ruling planet, is opposing Jupiter, but also Mercury's opposing Jupiter too. Okay. This is actually really great because it's increasing your confidence. This is absolutely amazing. Now, on the 29th, Mercury is going to conjunct Mars. Amazing. Okay. This is a day where things can be a little aggressive. Remember, Mars is, your ruling planet, Aries. Where did Aries come from? The god of war. So this can be a little bit there could be some people that are, again, just maybe a little aggressive or a little power trippy too, but more the energy I'm getting, it could be more belittling, or it could be patronizing or whatnot. But it's a day where you're just going to feel confident throughout this week. So it's going to be no sweat off your back, or it's water off a duck's back, right? So keep that in mind. It is also a day your mind is just going to be lit. You're going to feel unstoppable, intellectually, logically. Now, the other day that I want to bring to your attention is Tuesday, October 31st, Halloween. If you celebrate that in this neck of the woods, this is the day that Venus trines Uranus, one of the best days of the month. We're ending October with one of the best aspects, okay? Venus, a planet of love, of beauty, of money, of sex, of recreation, procreation, creativity. It is trining. It's in this beautiful dance, right, with Uranus. And so Venus is a ruling planet for Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus. This is going to be, and remember I said that is your second house. Okay. Salary, money, material possessions, but also self-worth, self-value, things that you value. At this point, it's like you are going to know the things that bring you value. All right. And that's going to be a big focus for you this week. Okay. But this is also just a really great day. You could see some crazy Halloween costumes that are so great. Uranus is a planet of, innovations and breakthroughs, but also surprises. So you could also personally just have surprising news happen around this time. Okay. Very surprising news. I would love for you to go out there, go socialize, be creative, do things that are going to help build your confidence and make you realize that you are, have all this self-worth and self-value. But it is a day also, if you are single, oh my gosh, come on. We're talking about Venus here. You better go out there with the unexpected, with Uranus. You never know who you're going to meet. And it doesn't even matter if you're single. It could be for any area of your life. You're looking for a new job. Hey, you may meet someone that's wearing a Bigfoot costume who could be your future boss. You never know. So just be out there, go be social. But, the hero of the week, or the big news of the week, is a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for this week, October 23rd to the 31st. Again, this is for Aries and Aries rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, if you know your birth chart, you're absolutely welcome to. I would recommend the moon because it is a full moon lunar eclipse, and then Venus I would recommend because Venus is very active this week. So I would actually recommend both of those if you know your birth chart, if you want more of an idea of what's a little bit more insight in those areas of your life. Now, Aries, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cult across spread, really does bring the best overview. And for this reading, I will pull clarifiers because it is a loaded week, but it is the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus and Aries. You are good. I don't even, you're good. You're ready. You're ready and you're getting money. A lot, I mean, you have it on your mind. So let's get started. Always vibrate at a high energy too, high frequency. I talk about that all the time. That's what's going to help attract it, right? We're practice the law of attraction, but you did get the Knight of Cups. Hello, amazing. Some of y'all have moved into new partnerships. Okay, that new moon solar eclipse again in Libra. Some partnerships and relationships. It's huge. So some of y'all have moved into new partnerships, new relationships, whether work, career, business, whether love and romance. It could be even something like with a passion project. But there is something that has to do with partnerships where it's like you're good and you're happy and you're like, this is great. It also depends on when you watch this reading as well, because the Knight of Cups came up in your past, so it could still be yet to be, right? But this is really great. And for a lot of y'all have been thinking about it, okay? Now, here's the other thing is that if you haven't, and if it's not even a concern of yours, if that's not even a big thing, this is also just you being fulfilled. Okay, this is just you being emotionally fulfilled. You all he wants to do is fill his cup, right? This night. And he is, there's a strong association with love and romance with this card, with the Knight of Cups. But there's also that sense of, he is Pisces. Okay. So think about Pisces is very compassionate. They're like the dreamers and they're, so creative. Like he's so into the arts, that type of person, right? That type of person. But you can even see the wings of imagination on his head, his helmet and his shoes. So a lot of, again, that self-expression energy, what's going to fulfill you emotionally? Okay. What are you seeking? What are the passions that you seek that's going to make you feel like really good and, really passionate about your passions, right? But you also see the fish on his armor as well. I said that he's Pisces, and but again, a lot of y'all, it will resonate with partnerships and relationships. If it's not someone new, it could just be taking a relationship to the next level. It could be a change in relationship that's for the better. It could be rekindling in some way, because you do see him actually extending the cup. Okay, so he does want to share it with someone. Now, You got another knight. You got the Knight of Swords and the Heart of your spread. Did you know, by the way, chivalrous, that word comes from knights, right? Because it comes, if the etymological root, chevalier, right? And it's knight rider. So I love the fact that you got two knights. Knights are very active, okay? They're very active. You got the Knight of Swords in the Heart of your spread. This is very transformative energy, okay? This is also your mind on fire. When I said that Mars is going to conjunct Mercury, please pay attention to that day. It's like, whoa, boom. Like what happens? Look, knights are fire, swords are air, right? What happens when you put fire, oxygen together? Whoosh. And the swords are the mental suit. So this is you having this burst of like new ideas, but also profound clarity. Okay. And this is you being unafraid. Look how confident he is. And this is someone who's going into the storm. He's so bold. He's courageous. I mean, we're talking Uhtred, son of Uhtred here, okay? Just really blazing forward, all right? But also mentally. So it's almost like you're leaving. Remember I said you're going to be deeply introspective this week, or a lot of y'all will have that moment. It's like this is the time where you will release things around this full moon lunar eclipse, okay? It's letting things go and just blasting forward. Okay. Now you did get the 6 of Pentacles in your challenge area. The biggest message coming through is just really hold on to that. You know, I always say gratitude. You know, I already mentioned it earlier. It is one of the highest vibrations in the law of attraction. Keep that in mind. Okay. There is a sense of where you may this week feel like there may be a little bit off balance. There may be some imbalance in that area in terms of like asking yourself, or, you know, actually do that this week. Ask yourself, am I giving and not getting anything in return? Or am I sitting here waiting to receive, not giving anything at all? You always want to keep that in mind. You always want to keep generosity in mind. You want to keep that balance in mind. In fact, you see the philanthropic man here who is, you know, supporting and helping the needy. He has a scale in his hand, so that balance is very important. All right, so keep that in mind this week. Always remember, especially when you have these two knights here and everything else in your spread, which I'll get to, but keep that in mind. It's like it's almost like, gosh, you know, it's like someone in any movie where, you know, maybe even like Back to the Future, you know, the scientist or whatever, he's like, oh, I figured it out, how to time travel, and like he just like forgets everything else in his reality. Like he forgets, like puts everyone else away because he's so hyper focused on this one thing, right? Keep you know, don't push anyone out this week, okay? There could also be a sense of where you feel like you're not getting reciprocated in some area in your life. And it can be, again, money could be a big thing, okay? A lot of y'all could be feeling that you're not being valued or compensated for what you're worth, but a lot of it could be love as well, because even with Pentacles, sure, it's money and wealth, but Pentacles are our physical reality as well, all right? So it could be with the relationships or partnerships. That's a big thing for you right now, all right? It's a big thing for you, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Speaking of Pentacles, you did get the 10 of Pentacles in your crown. That's why it's really important to pay attention to this, to always have that gratitude and generosity, have that balance, even if you need to give, like, you know, I think I said this a long time ago in one of your readings. Like years ago, I set a reminder on my phone. You know, you can do notifications on your phone. So I sent a reminder every day to give a compliment today. So every day I would get that reminder, give a compliment. So I would always do that. And it would just, you know, not only when you give a compliment to someone, and it's those small, it's just those little things that really help. But like you give a compliment to someone, like if you're literally watching this video, you know, standing in line at Trader Joe's, tell the cashier that, you love their hair. Okay. You're going to put them in a really good mood. You're going to make their day. They're going to be happy. They're going to go compliment someone else. They're going to compliment someone else. And, it all started because of you. All right. So it's you spreading this really great energy and it really feeling good about yourself too. But that's just, just little things like that. Little things like that will really make a difference. They really do. And it got to a point where I didn't even need the notifications anymore. I just got in the habit of doing it. But you did get the 10 of Pentacles in your crown. Okay. So there is this sense of you, really, really wanting something bad. Really, really, really wanting this prosperity, this success, this, even like legacy. Like you're so ready to reach your legacy. You're so ready to reach the finish line. Some of y'all already have. Okay. Some of y'all already have. Some of y'all have come to a place, especially with how powerful this month was. You have come into new places in your life. And just, it's really great. This is a card where, it is the 10 of Pentacles. It's absolutely amazing. You see, it's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. Okay. This is I call it the you made it card. This is the card where you made it. It's look how big their harvest is. A lot of family energy here too. A lot of family energy with this card. Could be a big thing for you, especially when it comes to legacy. Remember I said all this activity in Scorpio? Well, the Scorpio is, your 8th house. So it is a lot of inheritance energy in the 8th house as well. So there could be some sort of like inheritance in your mind. It can be something in your material world. It doesn't have to be money, or it can be something like you inheriting like a car or like that toaster that you really love, whatever it is, Aries, whatever you like. Now, you did get the Queen of Wands, which I really love. The fact that you got the Queen of Wands in the root of your spread. You really want things. There's something you really, really want. You're nothing's going to stop you from getting it. And for a lot of y'all have moved into something that you really, really wanted. And it's really like what is it called? Put fire under your feet. It's really done that for you now. Or this week. Okay. We'll do that this week. But the Queen of Wands, here's the thing. A lot of y'all, first, she is so charismatic. She is the charming queen, right? She is I always say I think of, like Meryl Streep, Rihanna, Nicole Kidman, whoever, any of these, big they walk into a room, they can get whatever they want, just like the Queen of Wands. Okay. You see her holding on to that wand, right? The wands, passions, your passions, creativity, ideas, work related to enterprise, career. In fact, she is considered the entrepreneur, okay? The entrepreneur of the Queens. Now, you also see the sunflower in her hand, okay? You even see him on her throne behind her, right? So the sunflower has the full powers of the sun: vitality, growth, abundance, opportunities. Now, as we know, the sun is exalted in your sign, and the Queen of Wands is Aries. So you pulled one of your cards here. And this is, you definitely want this, you want to move into this abundance. A lot of y'all already have. Gosh, there's a lot of power in your spread. There's this, it's like a jolting, but it's energetically, sorry. And, yeah, you're really good. The other thing I'm going to point out, speaking of power, and you see the little black cat. Well, first you see that she's in you see the pyramids in the background. So this black cat is, this queen is, in touch with her shadow self, which is really good. We always want to be confident with those things where we don't necessarily want to show to other people. But again, during this full moon lunar eclipse, a lot of truths could be revealed. A lot of things can be illuminated. But the second thing is, back in the Egyptian times, I don't know if you're into Egyptology or not, but cats were worshipped. They had so much power. You have so much power. And then boom, you got the Empress in your future. You're good, Aries. You have nothing to worry about. You have to take that action though. You have to take, with these 2 nights, you have to take, and you always have to take that action for the things that you want. But the Empress in your future, there is something new brewing here. There's something definitely new brewing, especially with the 10 of Pentacles in your crown as well. But 3, the Empress is 3. 3 is all about creation. It's the birth of new things. In fact, the Empress is pregnant. Okay. And so absolutely love this for you. You're good. This is, a goddess sitting in your future. Think Aphrodite, but also you see the symbol of Venus in the stone shaped heart there. So also ruled by Venus. I said Venus is really at play this week. So I absolutely love that for you. There is, the Empress is living life through passion and pleasure and sensuality, sexuality, all of that. It's all a big thing for you right now, or you can expect that. She does hold the golden scepter, right? Only one of 2 people in tarot that hold that golden scepter that creates all this abundance. Anything she touches turns to gold. Okay. But again, the big thing here, expect something new. You're moving into this new, and that's what these full moons do, right? These full moon lunar eclipses, like I said, the completion, and there you go. You listen. You're good. You're absolutely good. You got the Emperor. It's clarified. You got the Empress. You got the 10 of Wands, and you got the Strength card. Okay, so you're really good here. It's almost like, with a 10 of Wands showing up. Remember, you got 10, by the way. It's your second 10. 10 is the end. 10 equals 1. So it looks like there is going to be a lot of like abundance in your future. Some of it you're going to have to, you may work really hard for, but you're an Aries, so you do it anyway, right? But just don't do it to a point of like exhaustion or exertion. There's also a sense of some things that it's almost like that it's like you are outgrowing some things. Okay, you're outgrowing some things, and you probably know you should just let it go now. Okay. And I want you to consider how that resonates with you. Okay. It can be, some passions that you were interested in the past. It could be even a career. Again, you're moving forward in it, but you have strength in your future. Okay. Right after the 10 of Wands. Hello, that's amazing. Remember, I said all this Scorpio energy, your 8th house, and it's card 8. 8 is a great number. I'm not even getting into it, but it's all about strength, right? There's more to the number 8, but I'll do like a numerology video or something. But either way, strength is ruled by Leo, okay? And so Leo is your 5th house of pleasure, of fun, of love, of romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. You are good. Just remember to, it's so funny because not only did you get the one of 2 people that have the golden scepter, you got one of 2 people in all of tarot that have the symbol of infinity over their heads. Okay, infinite possibilities that come with this strength, unlimited potential. And so strength, it is an action card too, just like the Magician, where the infinity symbol appears as well. Okay, it's all about taking that action, and with this action, it's finding that inner strength and courage. All right, but you're gonna be absolutely fine. Definitely, especially with it coming after the 10 of Wands. Obviously have that courage to go after everything that you want, and there is going to be a lot of new things that are happening in your life and a lot of things ending with this 10 of Wands, but resist the things that you shouldn't be doing as well. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, that may be a big thing that is happening for y'all, and that may be the thing that you have to let go. Okay. Again, but something, again, it's more of just like something that you're outgrowing, or so you're just ready for this new level. It's like a video game. You're like, gosh, I've been on this level forever. Just want to get on to the next level. It looks like you will. Okay. Now, Aries, let's get to your stuff. Aries, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. It helps my channel grow. It actually does help like the algorithm. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Um, oh, wow. You're ready. You're ready. You're amped up. All right. So you did get the three of swords. Now, where it falls in your spread, though, it's this is a card of it, the heartbreak card. Sure, it is the heartbreak card. There's a little bit, like grief that comes with this card or whatnot. But this, where it falls in your spread, especially like, the first card in your staff, it really is saying there could be something that is really, really going to, it's almost like anything that you've been experiencing that has been emotionally impactful. uh it's time to move forward, okay? And I know that's easier said than done, but it's like you can't move forward if you're stuck in these low frequency energies. So like I said, with the Six of Pentacles in your challenge area, it's that gratitude. It's that, that balance in generosity and giving and receiving. Okay. I think that's going to be really helpful for you. It is also saying that there is, a lot of y'all could have gone through some moments that have been like really, really hard. And it doesn't have to be, well, looking at this, a lot of it could be relationships, or partnerships. Okay. So again, like career could be a matter here, or family. At the end of the day, sure, it's the heartbreak card, but it's still a sword suit. So what's happening here is like up here actually. And so, it really is coming to terms with it, moving forward. All right, moving forward, because remember, you have the Knight of Swords. It's all you want to do anyway. So put all that energy, right? Connect mind and body, right? Heart and mind, and then bring in spirit. Okay, just have that, perfect balance, that equilibrium, and then you're gonna be fine. All right, especially because this card is actually ruled by Libra. It really could have to do with a partnership, relationship, all right? Especially because we start off with a Knight of Cups here, and now you got the Lovers. Zoom in, big time. There's definitely, it's like clear as day here. Aries, there's something in terms of love, romance, or career, enterprise, business. Just think one-on-one, really, like personal, just a relationship, okay, or a partnership. Now, the reason why this is a big deal is because you've gotten the Knight of Cups. Now you have the Lovers card in your external factors area. That new moon solar eclipse that we just had was in Libra. Okay. And so, like I said, you got a Libra card here with the Three of Swords. And so Libra is a native ruler of partnerships and relationships, can be a big thing for you. But it looks like there is. First, I want you to know that if you have had some sort of like hard moments, you've got an archangel here. You've got Archangel Raphael, okay, and your external factors and external influences, okay. So he's the healer, and you see the full abundance of the sun behind him. So I absolutely love the fact that you did get Lovers, because it kind of puts the power in your hands. You see, he's the one who's blessing these two. Let's call them Adam and Eve, right? And so they really represent you. And so it's up to them to decide what to do with the love. And so you have a decision that you possibly could have already made, that's now you're just like, okay, I got to move forward. I got to move forward. And you have all this abundance waiting for you in your future. Or it could be this week where you may have to make a decision, okay, around that. So in either way, it really is, it comes down to your mindset, especially looking at your spread, okay? So I want you to see it as in, you know, how I talked about keeping your energy levels really high, having that gratitude, and really, having that strength as well in your future. You see that mountain in between them. I mean, how do you perceive it? Does it make you anxious? Does it make you nervous? Are you not prepared? Are you wearing, tivas? Do you know what I mean? Like, or are you really excited? You're like, I can't wait to climb that mountain. I mean, do you see it as a challenge, or do you see it as something that you're excited to like get your hands involved, right? It's all about your perception. It's all about how you take control of the situation, all right? Especially your mindset, with the fact that you have the Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread, but also the Page of Swords in your final outcome. But before we even get there, you got the Four of Wands. Again, another sign indicating that there could be something that has to do with partnerships and relationships. This is a card of milestones, by the way, so it really connects with your 10 of Pentacles energy in your crown. But this is a card where it's all about, first, this card is attributed to Venus in Aries. So you got another Aries card, but Venus all about love and romance, like I said. So again, there's possibly some of that happening here, especially with the Empress in your future, and you got the Knight of Cups. But even still, if you're not here for love, if that's not a thing, it really is. Just think of a milestone. You just want to hit this milestone, and it can be like getting a new job, getting a promotion, having a baby, having falling in love, or taking your love to the next level, or renewing vows, or moving into a new home, or just think about those milestone moments. But what does your heart want, right? What does your heart want? Connect it with what's going on up here. That could be like the biggest disconnect that may happen this week. You want to have that entire alignment, and now you have the Page of Swords in your final outcome. All right, so it looks like there is this sense of you just ready. And, you're going to get some messages for sure. Okay. You're going to get some messages this week. Pages are messengers, by the way. And swords, again, are the mental suit. So pay attention to your intuition. All right. Especially with Saturn at play. The sun trining Saturn on the 24th. And then, so where else is anyway, but the only reason I bring that up is because Saturn is in Pisces in your 12th house, so a lot of it's like up here. But even still, that is your intuition, so really trust your intuition as you move forward, and you're going to be 1000% fine. Okay, you're going to be good. So you got the pair, you got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, the male entrepreneur as well. So you got the two entrepreneurs here. So if you are here for career, you are good. You're absolutely fine. You could get a message about a new job or something that has to do with you sitting in this throne. The other thing is, did I just say that? Throne? I said it like Romy and Michelle would say it. But anyway, King of Wands, hey, sitting in that throne. This is someone who is so, I say he's like the Steve Jobs of tarot. He's someone who has worked his way up. This king is not sitting in this throne from succession or lineage. Worked his way up. Okay, he worked his way up to sit in there. He worked hard to sit in that throne. Be so influential, so inspiring. This king. Okay, he has so much passion. So much passion. In fact, you can see him tilted forward. He can't sit still. He is ready to, pursue more passions and to help people, achieve their passions, and a lot of work-related energy, especially remember what I said, wands are like career and work-related as well. But this is your life transforming in a big way. I have to do a time check. Okay. I'm gonna give me one more minute. And then I say that because you see the salamander here. Salamanders are very I mean, in the medieval times, salamanders were the only animal where people thought were fireproof. They could live through fire. Wands are the fire suit, and the king of wands is Leo. Okay, Leo. So he is the fun king. All right. You even see the lion in the throne as well. But the reason I bring that up is because, yet again, if you're not here for career, it still is. Leo is your fifth house of love and romance. And again, creativity and self-expression and procreation. You're, in procreate. Some of y'all are actually moving toward having babies, I guess. Yeah, that's a big thing. It's a big thing. So Aries, you're good. You're good. Just, the main message really is like having that inner courage, really connecting like mind, body, spirit at this point, and just really doing what you can to get over anything that has been really hard for you. But it looks like you have a lot. Again, that power energy is so strong here. And then remember, you got the lovers in your external factors area, which is all about that power. The power is in your hands. Okay, the power is in your hands. And I really want you to be communicative, especially with the Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread. Knight of Swords, by the way, is Gemini, and then so is the Lover's card, okay? And that is your third house of communication anyway. So with that said, Aries, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I'm sorry I went so long. And if you like this, if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Next week, I do November. Where is my head at? Right? So I do November next. And so I did like a 3-month ahead reading. If you want to just go ahead and get like a little catch up, to see what you may expect or just a little hint. November is very different. It's very, 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 very different. And there's going to be some changes, but, all right, Aries, you're good. Just keep going after the things that you want. You got the Empress in your future. You got the King of Wands and your final outcome. You're going to be good to go. Just have that alignment and you're just going to have a lot of power. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, Aries, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.